Hello everyone, and welcome back to Old Mods 10 to the Sky. In the last episode, we set up, it's somewhere around here, this guy. It is a smeltery of sorts, is that what they call it? It's a foundry of sorts. And that allowed us to make some tools. So we currently have a netherite osmium paxel that is tipped with all the modium. Yeah, so it is pretty good. It mines stuff decently fast, as you can see there. And that's, that's about it. I guess I'll get rid of, oh, do we still have that obsidian laying around? We might have buried it. I think there was a piece of obsidian somewhere, but, I don't see it. So I guess it's not a problem anymore. Oh, it's this guy here, actually. Let's see. It still takes a while. This is an obsidian one to, oh, wait, no, we want that there. That's for, making flux. Yeah, okay. I know how to play the game. Alrighty. So, we have this inventory. We can put stuff away. Now, we do have a food problem, believe it or not. Now, we're in a world where I can spam crouch and get infinite food. We have create set up to where I could have infinite cooked food. Absolutely scrumdiddlyumptious delicious. Yeah. And yet we still keep needing food. I kind of like the idea of having an all-the-modium apple that I just eat, because that, it gives us a lot of stuff. But I think that we get something that auto-feeds us. Backpacks can auto-feed us. That needs leather. Let's have a crack at this thing again. We started building it last episode and then just didn't, for whatever reason. Let's see if we can make it happen. So I'm going to grab some grass seeds out. We obviously have some dirt. This guy's making a lot of dirt because, we put in a netherite platinum hoe. Also dipped with all the modium, or tipped or whatever, so extra durability. Honestly, not as much as I thought we would have, but, it's doing what it can. And what it can do is make dirt. Holy schmoly, this is all dirt that we can take, because that's how dirt works. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put, I was going to put all this dirt away and then, fill it up with gravel, but, yeah, let's do it, why not? So let's grab out the gravel. How much gravel is this going to be? Not much, but, it'll get it started. There you go. And then we'll just grab the dirt back out. Perfect. Can I hold? Nope. Right click? No, it doesn't really change much. Okay, cool. Anyway, we have dirt. I do have the stick, but I think we were using a building gadget. Yes. Okay. Alright, let's go give this a shot. I know we have the travel anchor set up, but I forgot to use it and I've already ran, so it is what it is. As for where we have that set up, great question. You know what? Maybe we didn't. Maybe I broke it and it fell into the void and we didn't replace it. I have a hunch that's what happened. Alright, anyhow, let's place this down. Place this. So this is now a nice dirt platform, which is pretty good. We can place some grass. If I crouch, it doesn't go any faster, but we can place this down. If we need a watering can, we can. But I think for starters, that's pretty good. I'm then going to change the settings on this guy. I'm going to change it to not be on top. And I'm going to have it be a horizontal wall like this. And then I think we just sort of expand out a bit, I guess. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to head in this direction a little bit. And then, I don't know if we need it to be a square. But I might as well. At least to some degree. And then have this sort of, do that as well. Yeah, okay. So once that grass spreads and stuff, we should start getting mobs spawning, hopefully. I'm also assuming that the torch being here means that maybe that feral flare lantern wasn't lighting up area over here, meaning we should get darkness over here. And that will allow us to do stuff like, whatchamacallit, set up the, come on brain, you've got this. Set up the mob farm room. Yes, I did it. Okay, so first things first. Let's grab a travel anchor so that we can hook that guy up. Awesome. Very nice. So far, so good. We then want to grab out these stone bricks and we want to build something. Yeah. I'm trying to think of, is this just how it is? We do what we do? I think this is just how it is. We do what we do. The alternatives I'm thinking of is whether we want to make witherproof blocks and stuff like that, you know what I mean, to keep things safe, but I think it's fine for now. I think we'll leave that as it is. The fan doesn't need feathers, but it's kind of useless without the fan upgrades. So we kind of need a chicken to take place, which I think we were going to do this. Do we have that gate pill? We do. And it does summon chickens. So yeah, we'll give that a go down there. Anything else I want to bring with? I guess we'll have to come back up to craft everything anyway. So let's just go down there and get this set up. I'll eat my Aldermodium apple so that at least, you know, we survive the trip. In fact, we've got like regen and stuff. And extra hearts. Cool. Alright, I'm going to place this guy here. That way it is a little bit safer for us. And this is going to be grass. There we go. So we can now go to the hub and to grass. Awesome. This part looks dark. If we press F7, we can see that it really is dark. It is about to be nighttime. So I might actually just try to sleep through this because I don't actually want mobs yet. At least not hostile mobs. So I will wait here for that. I think as well, if I'm not mistaken, you can go into the map, go into the settings. You might have to press S to open the settings. And then I swear I saw something that you could get the time on the map. Am I crazy? Info settings, minimap info settings. Yeah, look at this. Game time. There we go. How cool is that? So I guess I can do that. And now we can tell exactly when it's sleep time. And it is sleep time. I don't know exactly if it's 6 or if it's 6:30, but regardless, that worked. Considering you wake up at 6 AM, I think it's 6 PM that is sleep time. Awesome. All right, let's head down here. Now we are going to be fighting zombies. So I have a Paxel and I don't have any armor. Let's maybe deal with that a little bit. So I think that we'll be fine with just some diamond armor. We can netherite the armor as well if we want. And I'm thinking we probably should. Now, we can make Tinker's armor as well. And we probably should, but I can't be bothered right now. I think in terms of what I can do, I can easily make some netherite armor. It won't take much thought. I don't have to try to figure out what the best item is. Oh, shift right click works as well, yeah. It's just easier to do it this way. Oh, but I need an upgrade, don't I? Yep, and how do you do that? You need a... Well, I guess I can press U on this. Check the smithing upgrade. We do need one of these. Yeah, which needs all the... Okay, well, we have diamond armor at least. That's, you know, pretty good. As for a sword, this is pretty good because it is like Paxel-esque. I can make an osmium sword quite easily, and I think I will. Do I want to do that? Do I care enough? I mean, we're going to be fighting like 2 things. Let's go at silent. Let's get the sword blueprint. Can I chuck in this? No. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine, I guess. Alright, we'll do that. Just to confirm. I don't really know what's happening there, but we'll pretend that's okay. Alright, let's empty hand, place in our sword blade. Go ahead and make sure that we have steel at the bottom. And we'll cast that. Now, in terms of weapon damage, I'm not entirely certain that osmium was the best. I suppose since we're here, I can have a look. If we search ingot and then hold control, we get the information. By the way, I have hay fever. This season in the good old Australia is very hay fevery. So just a heads up that I might be extra nasally this season at least. So we want attack damage, kind of attack speed, but mainly attack damage. Lead is 2. Copper is 1.5. Platinum could be good. That's 4. So that is pretty good for attack damage. Osmium is also 4. Attack speed 0.1. Platinum is... It doesn't even tell me the attack speed. I don't know what to make of that. Why doesn't it? Huh. I don't know. Anyway. Netherite increases the attack damage. Steel ingot is slower. So yeah, okay, so osmium is faster than default. Platinum is default. Steel is slower than default. I say that because I assume steel is heavier than platinum. And steel's got a negative attack speed. Cool. Okay, well yeah, it looks like osmium's the play, so I'll do osmium. That works for me. Let's go molten osmium. Pour this guy out. Does not take too long at all. And then we have all the other stuff as well. So I will grab a netherite out. Might need 2, I don't remember. I will grab an Aldermodium. Oh, we might not have it. Oh, no, we do. We got all this. We want to make plates, and we want to make 4 of them, and then turn them into this plate. There we go. All right, and then we also need a bottle. Cool. So then we make a few things. One is the tip upgrade, which is just the all-the-modium tip. And then one is the coating blueprint, which is the glass bottle and the netherite ingot. There we go. And then what we do is we combine everything. Now, there is a tool rod blueprint. All metal and gem tool parts require casting. I'm just going to use a blaze rod because that's what I've been doing. And if it's dumb, we get to change it later, so it's okay. So osmium sword, perfect. It is now netherite coated, so we're going from 8.8 attack damage and 1.7 attack speed to 10. So we're going up by a bit, sure. And then we're all the mod tipping it. And that's not actually changing the attack damage or the speed, but I don't know what it's doing, to be quite frank with you. But it's doing magic damage. Extra magic damage. Yeah, is there anything else? The armor durability is going up. I don't really know what that has to do. Whatever. Why not? I don't think there's a downside in doing it. Okay, so let's go ahead and fight this battle. Here we go. Gateway of Emerald Grove. Let's maybe get like some sort of a screenshot happening, just in case that's the thumbnail. Let's also do that. There we go. All right. So here's the first set. Okay, they're taking a few hits from my very enchanted sword. I am burning up a little bit, but that's okay. Cool. Okay, so each wave we kill, some loot drops. This is an early tier battle, so you get stuff like hay bales, I guess. But there we go. These guys won't light me on fire because they won't be burning in the daylight. They'll still be attacking me apparently, but to be expected. Cool. So we did that, and now we get bamboo and cactus. Oh, this is actually pretty good to do early game. Very nice, very nice. There's 5 waves, so this is now the next one. He looks like a tall zombie. Does he not? Oh! I don't know if you guys saw my health. I have no excuse, by the way, because I'm in single player, so I should be able to attack things without much ping. Well, without any ping. I won't lie to you, I'm a little concerned about my health. Okay, I'm gonna be real. We're probably gonna die. We're probably gonna die. Especially since that guy's called the Necrotic Farmer. I'm gonna run a little bit. I think, can I eat these and get health? I kind of want to use them for something else. Because I think you can increase your total health by like crafting them into stuff. So we'll just sort of see. Whoa, here we go. The spiders are the real problem at the moment. Okay. At least there's no skeletons. Oh, we might get a backpack. He might actually drop a backpack for us. Oh, and that actually is a... Yeah, I see now. He's a zombie villager. That's, I guess, why you got the farmer trait. I wonder... He drops nothing. Very interesting. And we get our friends. Awesome. We also get a bunch of saplings. I don't have room for them. Let's go empty our inventory. So let's run up here. Bunch of stuff. Sure. Cool. Oh, we also got a gem. We can check that stuff up later. What I might do real quickly is, can I make walls? I can. I'm going to wall up the area. That is my plan, at least. I'll use the building gadget. Cool. Let's do this. Any that don't show, I can bring them back later. Alright, so what I should be able to do is set this to build to me. And then what I can do is I can place one in the corner. I can place one in the other corner. And then just have it build to me. So if we stand back here, I can look over there, press right click, and it will place them all. I can look over at that one, place right click, and it will do most of it. It probably won't get the one I was standing at, but we can get that one like so. And then we'll just do the same over here. So I kind of want it to go there, to be honest, which as you can see might be a problem, but we'll have to figure out a different way to pull that one off. All right, there we go. We don't have the carry on mod, so I can't just pick them up and move them in there. Okay. Interesting. What are our options? My first instinct is a piggyback, a back a pack. There's a thing. Or there was a thing from one of the mods. I think it was from Tinkers back in the day that would let you do it. Okay, I don't really see it. What about a yoinker? Sometimes there's a mob yoinker. Nope. Okay. Does Direwolf, Dyer's mod have anything? He has the creature catcher. But you need blaze gold, so you need to do all the goo stuff. Which there's a chance I can do the goo stuff. Let's have a quick. Oh, there's already a chicken up here. We need raw blaze gold, which is block of gold. That's fine, and goo. And it can be any of these goos, right? No, it can only be blaze. It can be minimum blaze bloom. Blaze bloom needs primordial goo. Yeah, cool. Can I make primordial? I need more clay. Okay. Sure. I can make clay. That's not clay. I can make clay, that's fine. Let's do that. And I can make sugar. We can do that. We're just gonna have to speedrun Dyer to get this happening. So there's goo, awesome. To make this, we just we need blaze powder and nether wart. Blaze powder we should have. Nether wart you get from soul sand. And you can get it from diamond and stuff. So I'll just need to make sure that we've gotten some soul sand. I do have some soul sand. We can make soul sand really easy, actually. That's not a problem at all. In fact, if you look here, we can haunt it instantly. There's a pretty good chance we've already got nether warts in here. Survey says we do have a little bit, but honestly, not as many as I thought we would. So let's go ahead and chuck that in there. And then we'll quickly just jump over here. The haunting is the third one. So let's go there. I'm kind of being a little bit fast because I want to make sure they don't run off the edge. You know what I mean? So I guess we'll see how we go with that. Nope, wait. Oh, sieve. What's this? 1 times. Cool. See, he'll go slow, but it's fine. It's honestly okay. We've got enough at least. I do need some blaze powder. Cool. Awesome. And now we have blaze bloom goo. Awesome. So then I need a block of gold. Boom. Shablamo. Awesome. I'll make a few. I have a feeling we're going to need a few. And then you need to power this guy with stuff. I imagine he needs blaze to power, you know, sort of in the name. And let's do it over here. So from memory, the goo goes in the middle and then you place stuff around it. So the goo goes here. We can place our gold around and then we need to activate it. Now it'll show us nether wart and it might show us something else maybe. Blaze powder. Perfect. So we right click it. It becomes activated goo. And then if we're lucky, we should see it start eating the blocks of gold. Now, it doesn't work with every shader pack. I am currently using blurry screen. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's a way to fix that. I don't know if I'll be able to remember how to do it. But there is a way to do it. I think it's like it's like it's something that blurs the background. Blur. Spacebar doesn't change it. Background. Focus. Nope. I have no idea. Clearly. But there's a way to do it. I do know that much. Because what should happen is within video packs, shader packs, you're meant to be able to see stuff here. I'm surprised that I can't. Maybe if I toggle off shaders? No, it's still blurry. I don't remember how to do it. I've definitely looked up how to do it before. I mean, I guess we can toggle it off and you can see. So it slowly starts eating the block. Shouldn't take too long. In fact, I've at some point put away my time in a bottle. Let's grab this guy back out. Because he would probably speed this up as well. So I'll 4 times it. Yeah, that looks faster. So it'll eat it. And then it'll become this. I will pick up 2. And then just quickly place this back down. Make sure it's activated again. We've got 4 times. And so possibly in the same amount of time, it might finish the others. Maybe. It's got like, what? 5 seconds left? 4 seconds? 3 seconds? 2 seconds? 1 second? Okay, the speed up's done. But, I'll toggle shaders on. Ta-da! Ta-da! Alright, cool. And you can shapeless it because they connected diagonally. And that is our blaze gold. This stuff, surprise, surprise, you smelt. And surprise, surprise, you make creature catchers. Cool. So, how do these work, I hear you ask? Well, let me show you. You find a mob, a creature, and you right-click it, and you capture him. So you throw it at them like Pokeballs, and they are guaranteed to hop in it, as far as I'm aware. Pretty sure it's a guarantee. So yeah, that's gonna be what I'll do for a little bit. Now, I don't need to catch all of them and put them all back in. I just kind of wanted to. Oh. Oh. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Well, mob spawn. That's, yeah, mob spawn. That's good. Good? The creeper's gonna stay there. Okay. Mobs spawn. Yeah. Okay. But look, listen. We're getting there. Alright, we're getting there. Okay, in terms of food, what can I do? Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah. Let's go ahead and process this stuff. So I'll take all that out, drop that in. I'll just make some bread, basically, is what I'm thinking. We got some kelp, some delicious scrumdiddlyumptious kelp. Come on, any day now. Perfecto. And I don't want the seeds, and they can cook. What? Oh, they can wash, which is the last one. I need to label these. This is not well. I should have just eaten infinitely anything else. That's okay. Now the question is, can we make toast by re-cooking them? Because this makes bread, so each wheat turns into a bread. And it's a pretty good way to get bread. If I were to cook them again, it doesn't give me the option. Cool, that's all right. I have bread at least. Perfect. Okay, so let's go up here. Now, if I fly down there, I have a feeling bad things will happen. Oh no, most of the mobs disappeared. In fact, yeah, all the creepers. We have a creeper. The problem with the creeper is, if he blows up, I die. That's his magical power. Alright, which does more damage? They both do the same amount of damage, allegedly. Okay. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. So then, with the creature catcher, you throw them back down, and they uncatcher the creature. And then you just pick your stuff back up, and you rinse and repeat. I'm going to pick up all these mob drops, because, believe it or not, we don't really get much mobs that drop stuff. This was a boss that dropped. He dropped a leather tunic. So he may have been a boss, but he still died. I can't actually get out of here. I thought I'd be able to. Huh, really? Okay. Nobody look. Boom. Boom. Egg. Very nice. Alright, okay. I was like, do I jump in for that? Whatever that was. The bone. Tempting. I'll be back. I'm going to do a few things. What I'm going to do as well is I'll shear a sheep. So that I can make some wool. And then hopefully that'll allow us to jump in and out of that pen that we've made. And then I do want to make the thingy thing this episode. The mob spawning room and stuff. But, yeah. I'm up here to grab shears, believe it or not. Shears. Perfect. Cool. I need feathers, you know? We got one. Okay. What else could we could do neural networks. We might be able to set up a neural network. We could set up some sort of chicken farm as well, just in general. Because I'm a single player as well, I can probably set up a pretty nasty farm. Oh, and I have shears. So what we do is we grab wool, we turn it into carpet, and we set this up. And now you can jump in and out, and the mobs will not follow, which is awesome. Cool. Okay. I hear chicken. Yeah. Hello, Chipkin. I capture you. Mine now. And then we had Chipkin on the side of the mountain or something. I remember seeing a chipkin on the way up. They're called chipkins now, by the way. There's their legal name. No, I don't know where it went. It's clearly left. Okay, so we have a nice little animal farm. Yeah, chickens. Okay. So what I'm thinking, right, is we could make an actual chicken farm, like a vanilla style one where we use eggs and stuff. Or we can attempt a data thingy thing. So a model framework for a chicken. And then at hostel, and then we put it in a simulation chamber, and we get a loot fabricator, a deep learner, and stuff can happen. Now, to make this stuff, it's all doable. We have everything to make this stuff. Let's just do it. It's going to cost some stuff, as in I'm going to have to actually craft a little bit. So model framework, we'll grab that. In here, we just need ender pearls. Apparently, we don't have any ender pearls on us, but this guy should have some. Yeah, ender pearls. Yeah, ender pearls. I'll put away all this stuff as well. I'll keep that tunic on me, because I do want to look at it in a second. I just want to try to make this stuff. So, redstone comparator needs quartz. Sir, how dare you? 1 quart? A single quart? Oh, it's probably making blocks of quartz. Quartz bricks? Ooh. Yeah, let's not do that, shall we? Cool. We do have a block of quartz at least. Okay, we have enough to do what we need, but yikes. Okay. So comparator, done. We do need a second comparator, so torch. Comparator. Okay, simulation chamber, done, easy peasy. Loot fabricator, it needs a netherite, but done, easy peasy. This guy needs repeaters, which needs more redstone, which needs more sieve, which needs I don't know. Where's my... Do I not have any redstone? I don't have any redstone. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Let's go ahead and put this away. And repair this. And see if we can sort that out, shall we? What gives redstone? Anyone remember? Redstone you get from sieving... Sand. Sand? Dust. Red sand or dust. And we're going to do dust. The dust we're going to do... Yeah. We're going to do here. Boom, 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 boom. Then we can grab this. Boom. Cool. Boom. Ah, and then we're going to do that. Oh, I thought I was muted for a second. That would have been devastating. Boom. Sand. I mean, I could redify this sand, surely. Nah, it's alright. And dust. Now that makes a big dust mess, but shouldn't be problem. Shouldn't be problem. Yeah, that's not too bad. Cool. This guy isn't doing it. Because he's not the same guy. So I need to add that as well. Yeah? Yeah, I guess. Okay, cool. So that's going to make us redstone. Awesome. Thank you for the redstone. And now we can make stuff again. So, redstone repeaters. I'll explain what these do once I've made them. 1, 2, 3. Most of you guys probably know, but for those of you that aren't too sure, we will show it off. Okay, so we've got a few machines. We have a loot fabricator and a simulation chamber. I will chuck them down over in this area because I can probably hook them up to some power. So we'll do simulation chamber and loot fabricator. I'll go grab some energy because they do store a lot of power. So you kind of want to, they call it energy cables? Yeah. So you kind of want to get them charging earlier, I guess. Especially if you're going to be doing something else, just let them sort of fill up in the background. Oh god. Oh, I am on another level with these buttons I'm pressing. Alright, cool. So there we go. Oh, they filled up instantly. Okay, fair enough. Sure. This holds 2 million and this holds 1 million. I guess, yeah, I guess we are. Yeah, alright. I guess we're making more power than I thought. Alright, so these two guys, pretty cool. Useless at the moment. What we need is our model framework to do stuff. So what we're going to do is I'm going to right click on a chicken and we get a chicken data model. It is currently faulty, meaning it doesn't work. In order for it to work, well, actually I can show you that it doesn't work because maybe it does. If I chuck it into our simulation chamber, insufficient data and model, please insert a basic model or better. So the model tier is currently faulty. We need it basic or better. So we've got it in chicken mode. What we can then do is open our deep learner and chuck it in. There we go. Now the deep learner, you can keep on your hotbar, I think, or you can just chuck it into your bauble slot. And then you can see in the top left, 6 remaining. So I have to kill 6 chickens to upgrade this data model. I've already killed one before, and I think that thing spawned 6, so... Problem. I think... No, I'm not certain, but there's a chance that if I grab those seeds that I so quickly threw away earlier and use them to breed the chickens, the baby chicken might count. I guess it doesn't matter if the baby chicken count. Well, I guess maybe it does a little. But regardless, we might be able to get enough chickens. Come on. Come on. At least one of you chickens should be... You and you. There we go. Now, I'm gonna be real. Looks like 6 chickens to me. Okay. And what's their time? 5 minutes and they can breed again. I think I wait the 5 minutes or I go and find if we've got another chicken hiding out here somewhere. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, I guess we could do another one of the bosses again. I just don't want to. I guess. I'd love to, yeah, just have it guaranteed. Okay. So, yeah, there's 4 normal chicken, 2 baby chicken, and then I might just do a quick run around to make sure there's no chicken. I don't think the chickens go down. I think mobs go up, right? That was some recent thing that people were like, mobs go up. So I'll go up. We'll look around. Oh, chicken! Before I even could. Hey, chicken. I'll take your egg, and I will kill you. Okay, so we now have 5 remaining. Awesome. We only need 1 chicken to get more chicken. Oh, and we got bonus chicken. It is scary time. I didn't realize. Excuse me, scary people. I am going to go sleep. I'm not used to that. We haven't had scary people. Do I want it nighttime over there? Look, I don't want a feral flare lantern, but I might just put some torches up, I guess. I don't need to go overkill. Boom. That's a lot of torches. That's right. Let's jump down here. Okay. Okay. This is fine. I don't think I hit the crit on him. Oh, that worked. Okay. I'm gonna F7 and just sort of take care of this, I guess. For starters, I mean, it's kind of nice to have them on the podiums, the walls. We'll just do a little bit of this. Might be a bit of a slower episode just in terms of, I don't know, trying to set up like a little mob farm area as opposed to fully optimizing stuff normally. I say fully optimizing. I guess this isn't too far off what we normally do. But like I'm walking around placing... Oh. Look at that. An unidentified stone axe. Well, yeah, we'll definitely check that stuff out. So the yellow crosses, by the way, means they can spawn at nighttime. Red crosses mean they can spawn at any time. Day or night. Cool. Okay. Also, sweet. Okay. Nice. What's happening? Okay. First of all, are any of these chickens ready to go? 2 minutes. If I kill a baby chicken, let's see if it works. It does work. Okay. Sorry, little one. Alright, I just need to kill 2 chickens. And we'll still have 2 chickens remaining. So, done. Alright, we now have a basic data model. Let's go try it out. So, there is a hotkey to open your thingy thing. Your hostile neural network category. Hostile neural network. And it is U by default. I'm going to make mine 3. I'm going to make mine 2. I'm I'm going to make mine 8. I don't know what else is 8, but we're going to press 8. Okay, there we go. And so we can take that out and chuck it in here. Ta-da! All right, now it's saying it can't begin because it needs a prediction matrix. So we'll jump back up here and see if we can figure that out. So if we search prediction matrix, we get this guy here. It costs some glass panes, some iron ingots, some clay, and some gold, but you get 16 a pop. And so we can get 48 and chuck them in. And it begins. So here it goes. It says some blah, 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 and it starts. Now, once this percentage reaches 100%, one of two things will happen. It will either fail, and you get a generalized overworld prediction, because we got an overworld chicken in here. If you had like an enderman, you'd get an end prediction. When that happens, the data collected goes up by 1. So you can see it says 1 out of 48. Once this one, it's failed, it goes, and we get 2. So it will slowly upgrade. Now that's important because this model accuracy is dependent on that data collected. So as this runs, even though it's going to fail pretty much every single time, this will go up every single time. By a little bit, like that one, you can't even see it. It didn't go up in 2 decimal places, but it did go up because the data collected went up. So there you go. And it failed, and we wait. This one might go up. No. But it's going up in the behind the scenes. And very rarely, when it succeeds, you will get a prediction for that mob that you can see on the right here. So a chicken prediction, if you chuck it into the loot fabricator, will give you 24 feathers or 32 chickens. Raw chickens. So it's pretty good. Once you get it there, you just got to sort of leave it there and just let it run. Now what you can do is time and a bottle it. I can 16 times this guy. It uses a lot of power. It will burn through your predictions. But look, we got one. It's very rare to get one. But we're actually getting them. That mustn't be right. That's so small. I think that's 10%. Model accuracy, I think that's 10%. So it's higher than I guess it inherently looks. But yeah, how cool is that? So if you do speed this up like crazy, keep in mind it's going to go through your predictions faster. So make sure you have some backed up so you can, keep it full. But I just wanted feathers, meaning I think I can just chuck this guy in here. Select feather. You only get to pick one. And there we go. We get feathers. And so that should hopefully power our fans and whatnot so that we can set up all the stuff we want. Alrighty. And later on it can just make us food or something if we want. Okay. Awesome sauce. Feathers all in there. Okay. So what's next? Let's build the fans. So we need some more redstone, which hopefully this guy got us some. Nice, he got us a decent amount. We'll jump back up here. I won't put all of it in there because I want to craft like 7. Yeah, that should be fine. And then make some mob fans. So I want... Oh, I think I already made fans, didn't I? Well, we've got 6 now. It's not the end of the world. Can we make a mob masher? Looks like we can. Now we need 2 iron swords and then 3 for each. So we need what? 8 iron swords? Maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And we can chuck them all in there. This is for the mob masher. We need a block of iron. Perfect. I think I need 3 because each of these iron spikes needs 1. So we'll do that. You can use these iron spikes, but you just won't get all the types of drops for your mob farm. And then we'll make a mob masher. Ta-da! Yay! Now, the core thing we need are these fan upgrades. So we don't need height upgrades, I think, but we will need some width upgrades. No, we'll need mainly some we'll need both. Distance and width. So I'm going to grab 5 of them, just because I don't know how many feathers I know we got feathers, but it's hard to tell how fast you're burning through them. So we got 5 and 5. Let's give it a shot. I'm going to grab out our stone bricks. What happened to all our stone bricks? Oh, I turned them all into bloody fences. Walls. Make some more. There we go. Okay, so we got stone bricks. Do we have glass? We've got a decent amount of glass. Currently, it's not connecting glass. Do we have that? We do. So I'm going to make it into connecting glass. Like so. Awesome. Can I make that tinted? Tinted connecting glass. Connecting tinted glass. Looks like you have to make it out of tinted glass, which is amethyst and glass. Hopefully I can just convert this glass back into the stuff. We should have amethyst in here in the form of blocks, which can then be shablamoed. Cool. Yeah, we'll get 2 more. We'll jump up here. We'll chuck this in here. We'll chuck that there. Chuck that here. Do this. Put all that away. Craft it all. Why not? Put that away. Okay. And then, can I just reuse this? No. Do you think I can just keep going and eventually get back to glass? Is that how this works? Okay, it's now scratched, and then what? And then it becomes glass. Okay, it does go full circle. That's good to know. Scratched glass into glass. Perfect. Then glass into tinted glass. Perfect. So this stuff will allow no light to go through, which is what we want. And then we want to just turn that into not that. Am I crazy? Tinted glass. Why don't I have the option to change? Huh? Normally you get the option to pick. Do they not have that mod? What's the mod? It's called like Unified? No, it's called, what's it called? Apple skin? No, that's the eating one. What's the mod called? I've got to have a quick look. Ah, I know what it's called. I've got it in one of the other packs. Polymorph, it's called. Or it's meant to be called. My audio's messed up. I'm going to pause and reboot with that in because, I mean, it definitely should be in. The only reason it wouldn't be is if it causes other issues, but I mean, that's never stopped me before. I'll be back. It shouldn't take long. Yeah, it's called Polymorph, and it lets you change the recipes when they overlap. So I'll be back. Alrighty, we're back. The world's loading in. Let us see if it works this time. What was I even making? I was making, you ready? Boom, this stuff. Okay, doesn't work in that crafting grid. That's fine. But okay, it defaults to the right stuff. But look, you can click this, and you can select different ones. Yeah, that's it. That's all I was gonna say. So there we go. We can go ahead and I didn't do that right. We can do that. Awesome. So I now have our connected glass. I can make it clear by doing this. No, I can't. I lied. That's okay. All right. Is that sun going up or down? Let's hope it's going up. Wait. Oh wait. No, it's 5 PM. It's going down. Well, I guess no mobs will spawn here. They'll just spawn in the building that I'm about to make. Okay. In terms of where I'm going to make it, I think... Oh, I did plan to build that there. So we'll leave that as is. And I reckon we do it sort of over here. So I do have the stone bricks and whatnot. We've got everything we need. I do have the building gadget as well. Let's figure this out. So I'm going to select this. We're going to set it to horizontal wall. I'm going to lower it quite a bit, but I still want it to be a decently big room, I'm thinking. I just want to have a little bit of control over where I'm actually building, I guess, as opposed to the chaos of earlier. Yeah, as long as we're here, it shouldn't be a problem. So normally I pretty much make the rooms around the spawners. That's just typically how I do it, but I don't want to do that, is what I'm getting at. I'd like to just, you know, have a decently sized room. It doesn't have to be massive, but just enough that, like, we can place multiple spawners and we've got plenty of room and it's not going to be an issue. And I think that's what we're looking at here. I think this is a pretty good distance. I kind of want stuff there, but for now it's okay. Do I want this whole thing to be glass, or do I want... I mean, I guess we can. I don't see necessarily a bad part about doing that. Let's select you. I do love the build to me function. I think it's great. It lets you jump up like this. The height's pretty good. I'm now just like a professor. And so what we'll do is we'll place that there. Place that there. Obviously, it's... I mean, I can place the... why not? I've got enough. I totally don't have enough, but we can pretend that I've got enough to do this. So that can go there, and then let us begin. So let's see just how many layers we can go up before we need to go make more. There we go. That's pretty good. All right. And then up here. So as you can see, mobs can spawn on top here. I don't have anything on me to prevent that. So we're going to be in for a treat when it turns, or when I run back to the base to grab more resources, which is pretty much now. Let's also just do, sure. All right. If we don't look behind us and we don't look at the minimap, we're actually perfectly okay. And nothing will spawn there. Everybody remain calm. We're all okay. Everything's fine. We'll see how we go. So I do need to make more. I do see some on the map. I mean, I don't. I didn't look. All right, let's jump into create. Real quick, does this smelt in a normal furnace? It does. So I'll be honest, I don't think I need to go down there too often for anything. I think I can just sort of do this. It's pretty fast. It can be faster. I keep saying that, but it genuinely can. I just need to get around to doing it. All right, so glass, that's pretty good. Let's put that all away. And then let's amethyst it. Make it all perfect. And then we will do this guy, this guy, this guy. Pow. Awesome. And that can go in there. Cool. And of course, he who remains. Bringer of death. Okay. Cool. So, we will building gadget this stuff. Ta-da! Awesome. Now, we do want to put a roof on it, and I guess we can just make it out of this stuff too. I guess there's no real harm, aside from the fact that we clearly need more. But, that should be, how's that? Perfect. I say perfect, but as I said before, yep, we're out of stuff, that's okay. So this will be a problem. It's going to keep spawning mobs there, just forever. Yeah. And we need more amethyst. Oh, we have more block. No, we have more block. Yep, there we go. But we clearly do need more. So let's go ahead and grab out all that, and splammo. Okay. Pull, pile, pull. And then bloop. And then just grab a bunch. What? Yeah, okay. Everything's fine. Tinted glass interconnecting. Cool. And connecting. Awesome. Love to see it. All right, no new mobs as well. That's a win. We take those. Cool. I don't actually have to walk all the way over there. We can just zoom in. You don't have to zoom in, but I find it easier to. And just do one of those. Perfecto. Okay, so at the moment, this is a box. And if we complete it, it will be a completed box. What we want to do is start defeating some mobs. So I'm probably going to place it in a corner. Probably this corner. So just because I'm lacking other resources at the moment, let's just do one of these. I'm going to place the mob masher here. He needs redstone and he'll start spinning. If you right click, you can put in upgrades like sharpness, luck, beheading, all that sort of stuff. So we want all the mobs there. To pull that off, we are going to chuck a mob fan kind of in the middle, I guess. So we'll do that. That places it towards us, which is great. We can click show area. That's the area. I'll press F7 so you can see it a bit better. Inside here, we can chuck in upgrades. So if I put 3 of those and 5 of those, we can do max of 10. We get this range, and you can sort of see there are some blind spots. So we will need at least 2 more, it looks like, and that should be plenty. I think it's a bit overkill to do 2 more, but it's fine. Like, we can do that. We've got the stuff. So I will do this. Place that guy there. Do this. Place that guy there. Oh. I'll figure it out. Place that guy there. Awesome. And so that'll work. They'll start pushing. Yeah, I just need more range upgrades to get it all the way. 5 got us here. Does it say each one adds +1? Cool. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get it here. So there is a chance that we just move that over there. You know what I mean? But that should be fine. We can probably pull that off. So let's go give it a shot. There are some alternatives. Let me actually show you real quick. Because I probably won't do them, but we could. You could place the fan in the ground. And then what you can do is you can add some height modifiers. So it'll actually push up again. So we can place like ones here with a height modifier that pushes it the rest of the way. We might do that. That doesn't seem too bad. As long as we've got the resources for it. Why not, I guess? So, with the modifiers max of 3, I think that 4 will be enough. So 2 in each of those guys I think will be fine. Yeah, it should be good. Then we just need the distance modifiers. These ones, we need at least 5 more for that main guy. And then we need like 10 for each of the others. So we're going to need more feathers. Let us see if our little friend here... Oh, he has. Awesome. I was going to say he's gotten us some stuff. He is out of prediction. So while that's happening, let me just quickly jump in here. Clear that. I think it was pains we were missing. Not anymore. And then predictions. I should totally bookmark that. Boom. And boom. So I got a few. And we'll just chuck that in there. And I'll hold on to the rest, I guess. Feathers. Awesome. Cool. And feathers. Awesome. So distance, you're 10. Perfect. And then we need 10 more. Also perfect. Oh, I got 11. That's all right. And that should be fine for now. We'll let the chicken stuff happen for everything else. Ooh. Hey, guys. The skeletons are going to be annoying. Cool. Yes, yes. Yep. Alright, cool. So this guy gets 5 more, and he now pushes almost to the end. That's okay. And then this guy, I do wonder. I mean, if I were to place this guy here, and he does 3, and then he does 3, I mean, this guy's clearly centered, so yeah, it wouldn't do it. That's alright. That's okay. You'll go there. Middle click, you go there. Alright, distance and 2 width. And if we show area, that covers in this spot perfectly. Awesome. So we just need to do the same here. So the 2 width and the 10 distance. Oh yeah, I got everything. Awesome. Or at least I got everything for this. So that goes all the way here. We then need to push them that way. So we might not even have to go all the way. In fact, this guy would realistically go here, which is perfect. That's pushed the full way. Awesome. We just need to chuck one there with distance modifiers. That guy there, distance modifiers all the way. Perfecto. Awesome. Cool. So let's jump in here. Feathers. Feathers, perchance. Now these guys, can these make feathers with a certain recipe? They actually can't, which is surprising. They can make arrows, which are not feathers. All right, I'll take these out. We'll top it up with predictions, and then we will just speed this guy. I did 16 times, which is maybe a bit too much. You know what? When in Rome, do a 64 times. That'll get us the feathers we need. We do not need as much as I've just done, but that's all right. Hey, at least he gets rid of these extra stacks of prediction matrices. And look, he's at advanced, so he's almost at 30% of the time. We get what we want. How cool is that? All right, come on. There we go. Look at that. He's more mature. We can chuck that in. Let it get started, I guess. And it's almost done. And in that time, we got a decent amount more. Cool. If any of these fill up, it stops. So you do need to take stuff out. Just heads up. Cool beans. You go there. Awesome. Put all that stuff away. And we probably don't need 10, but I'll make 10. Now, there is one more thing that you probably can already think of, which is... Oh. Which are spiders. The spiders are going to do not fun stuff for us. Let's see. Do we have any levers in here? No. That's okay. Do we have any sticks in here? Sticks. I don't have many, surprisingly, but that's okay. Let's remove that. Let's go planks. We do have some. Honestly, not as many as I thought we would have. All right, let's get a bunch, because we'll need a bunch. Awesome. That's not where I want to go. Where do I want to go? All right. Okay. No! Okay. Yeah. Chill. Chill, my guy. Okay. Is everyone chill? Not really. This is just gonna get worse. Okay. I should have torched it up. Okay. No. Alright, that's fine. Yes. We know. Okay. Come on. Yep. Okay, so they're shooting each other, blowing stuff up. Great, love that for us. Putting holes in the floor, awesome, love that for us. Great, doesn't get better. Now, if I claimed it, the creepers wouldn't blow up. But this wouldn't be as big of a concern as it currently is. And, I mean, that's kind of the point of creepers. I mean, yeah, they can blow up your whole base, but, like, that's the game, you know? Kind of just have to live with that. What I don't have to live with is how horrible of a situation this is. Let's flick that on. I mean, it's just gonna get... Okay. Oh! Okay! You better stop. You better stop. Yeah? Now what? Huh? Now what? Yeah. Dumpstered. Dog water. What? Blow? Not you! Oh my... Okay. The problem is if I teleport away, more are just gonna spawn, so I kind of just need to double down. I don't have any things that I need. My ear's also about to fall out. There we go. Ear's fallen. No, I saved it. Okay, yep. Yep, awesome. Why is he not blow? Cause it broke? Turn on! Alright, it didn't work. Oh my god, okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna patch up this. And then we're going to patch up this. At least to a certain degree. Okay, and all we need to do is patch up this. Listen, it's a tale of what once was. We once had a floor here. And an accident happened, and we no longer have a floor here. Okay. Let's now fly. This is fine. Okay. Let's just put everything away. I know there's certain loot that I probably shouldn't be putting away because I'll look at it later, but it's okay. Let's just grab some carrots and surround them in gold or something, right? That's a thing. Carrot. Make it gold. Okay, perfect. I probably should have kept some of those carrots, but that's alright. Okay. Whew. So what we're going to do, as you can see, we got lots of friends around here. Thankfully, they're all spawning, yeah, in good spots. Okay. We are going to do this. And then we are going to come out here. I'm going to stand up, press this. We're going to get a wonderful pathway. Very dangerous, but wonderful pathway. Back here. And then we are going to do the same thing over to this one. Trying not to fall off the edge. And not to make a mess. There we go. I don't have any levers. I don't have any levers. I don't have any levers. Okay. You should be being pushed. To be honest. Can I look at that? What? Oh, because there's a thing in front of it. Okay. Okay. This is a problem. I won't lie to you. It's a problem. It is a problem. The fact that it's this guy means it's a problem. But potentially a solvable problem. All I need to do break that. There we go. Okay. Now, this will cause a problem. The problem being mob drops. But we can solve that problem too. Let me just get all of this up and running. So, oh, don't break the block underneath. Turn that on. Turn that on. And turn that on. Okay. Now, that is a problem as well. The spiders. That can be dealt with. Eventually. But for now, this exists. It's doing stuff. Let's now solve the mob drop problem with some sort of collector. I like the item collectors, and servers seem to like the item collectors from this one, Zycraft. These are pretty good. The thing is, you need stuff from them. I think the sieve has stuff from them. So specifically, we need kiwi and we need light zirconium gems. So the zirconium gems are here, and they also get compressed into crystal blocks or something like that. So if we look around, we might have blocks of them. Am I wrong? I feel like we should have a lot more than I'm seeing. We do have arcane crystals. Interesting. Is that from the right mod? Maybe not. Oh, okay, we don't have many of these. What does this turn into? This turns into, like, if it's compacted. There's not many pages, so I'll just cycle through them. Light zirconium gem storage or light inverted. Light inverted tiles, and these don't transform back. Awesome. So what we probably want to do is, yeah, just maybe tell this guy, hey buddy, maybe don't do that to these. Okay. Cool. I guess. Alright. Well, I've got some. Can we make them out of the non-light? We can't. And these are made out of dust? Okay. So, yeah, it's fine. It's okay. Cool. We're almost there. We're almost there. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. We don't need to do a Zycraft one. If I don't do a Zycraft one, I can do a Dire collector. Item collector, this one. I just need some iron and stuff. Or we can do a classic item collector from the item collector mod. Which, I mean, hey, it is what it is. It should do what it does. So we'll grab that. Awesome. And we do want this to go into some sort of chest. Ideally, something like this. I wouldn't mind upgrading this guy so that we can do like a double chest. That did not work at all. That's okay. Boom. If I had diamonds on me, I would do the diamonds as well. I've got diamonds. Let's do the diamonds as well. Diamond, diamond. Awesome. And for netherite, you guessed it. It actually is that simple. So it's not putting recipes in. Don't know why. That's all right. And we'll do netherite. Cool. So this is going to pick up a lot of stuff is sort of the main thing I'm getting at. So we'll head over here. Making quite a big mess. Let's see if we can get away with doing... Oh, I don't want them to be separate. I do want them to be connected. And place this guy. And there we go. He will pick up everything. And he'll put them in here. Now, what was I going to say at the start of the episode when we picked up like an axe and stuff? These guys are from Apotheosis. Despite it being called a Minecraft stone axe, it's unidentified. Item has an unknown power. Press Control and T to activate World Tier Haven to unlock it. So Control T brings us into whatever this is, Apotheosis. Blah, 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 blah. Basically, there's world tiers. And as you do stuff, you unlock them. So if you equip all these common pieces, you can unlock the frontier world tier. If you slay an apothic invader and then equip uncommon stuff, you can go to Ascent. And each time you do this, stronger mobs, rarer loot, essentially. That's my understanding, at least. So, world tier is currently activated. We need to equip all that stuff for things to happen. I've got one of each here. And so, in theory, I can put on all of those. And I've now unlocked the next tier. So, Control T to open that. And we can activate it. And I'm going to. You can go backwards, I guess. But, here we go. Player augments. Monster augments. So, the monsters get extra armor. I've got extra luck and experience. So, better drops and stuff. And these are the drop chances. Cool. So I don't actually care about this armor at all. So you can just go back in there for now. We put on our armor. for now. So this stuff currently is just pretty much armor. I think some of them are a bit better, like they add extra armor and whatnot, which is cool. But yeah, this one has like a perk. Lightning damage taken is reduced by 14%. Sure. And you also get like knockback resistance and stuff. This one, on hit, inflicts weakness. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty good perk to have. Yeah, awesome. And there you go. That's the game. You get gems. These can go into certain tools and stuff that have slots. None of what we found have a slot. Oh, this has life steal. That's nice. But as we find more loot, we should hopefully get more stuff like that. Now, nothing's spawning because we need stuff in order to do that. Which is great. A great explanation, I know. What I think I actually need is an XP, and then at Dire, I want this, an experience holder. I don't know if this, oh, you know what? I might need a collector from Direwolf. We might do it next episode, but I think a collector from Direwolf, no, it just says item collector. It doesn't say it will do anything with experience. I think we need this guy. I'm gonna make that guy. Or I'm gonna attempt to. Alright, I will attempt. I do need more of this stuff, sadly. Here we go, light that up. I will time in a bottle it just a little bit. 8 times. That should be done pretty soon. What else do I need? I do need books, which need leather. What I can probably do is grab a little bit of wheat. I guess that won't let me grab it for some reason, but that's okay. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-da-la-la-la-la. And we can go breed all this stuff. And try not to die on our way down. They're like echoing over there. Alright, cool. So for starters, cow and cow. Cow and cow. And then, where are my 2 chickens? Come on, chickens. Come on, chickens. And chickens can do that. Awesome. Then, as a result, 2 leather. Exactly what we need. We have a trusty little piece there to get out. Jump up here. Shada bing. Shada bada boom. 2 books. Perfect. This guy's done. Thank you. We can go ahead and smelt him. Splendid. Splendid. Experience holder. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, let's see if this guy picks up experience. I don't really remember if he does, but we'll give it a shot. So I'm going to place him there. Target level, render area. So this is the current area. And so if I increase the radius, like that, on both the Y level and the Z level, maybe by 4 on each. It's definitely covering the inside, but it's not doing anything. Which could be a problem. I don't know if this guy's meant to pick up stuff. Target level. Oh, that's for me. Okay, target level 0. That's fine. Owner only. Collect experience. There we go. Perfect! Yes! So this will collect experience. Now, what I can do as well is, I currently don't have any enchanting stuff set up. I have no reason to have experience on me. We can have it collect experience from me. So, alright, I'm pretty sure at least. Target level. So I could say, yeah, keep me at level 0. I guess it doesn't matter. And then what? Maybe he won't take stuff from me. Pretty sure he's meant to. I can store levels. If I store levels and then set my target as 1. Oh, and then set him to ignore redstone. There we go. So now if I set it to 0, he'll take the experience. If I set it to 50, he'll give me 50 levels. If I set it back to 0, he'll take the levels out. Awesome. So this guy will store all of our experience. Next episode, what I'll attempt to do, and this will be a bit of a risky job, we will attempt to get some dreadful dirt through GM chicken feed, which needs buckets. Well, I'm tempted to do it this episode. No, it's been a while. I don't know if I have enough time to. I'll see if I can. Oh. Long story short, I'm going to hope that we can just get buckets. But I might need pipes, and then I might need a tank. Like this. We'll see how we go. So let's give it a shot. That's not how I go. Where do I go? Oh. So what I'm thinking is, on one hand, I might be able to just bucket this. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, that's fine. Let's also turn the show area off. What I should be able to do is pipe out and into a tank by setting this guy to extract. And then I can bucket. So 1, 2, 3, 3, and 4. Now this will get me 1 cursed dirt section thingy. And it should be enough. It genuinely should be. So let's go chicken feed and do this. Bone, melon seeds, rotten flesh, spider eye, and gunpowder. I think it can be any seed. Yeah, there you go. And then you need to give it to a chicken. So here our chickens going. Sadly, I'm just going to sacrifice one by pressing this. And it is now no longer. And we get a rotten egg. Now the rotten egg is cool. What I need to do though is get an exchanging gadget from this guy, which needs a lapis lazuli, which we will get from the sieve. Lapis lazuli. Here we go. Exchanging gadget. Very nice. We need a parrot, which we will do at the machines. In this guy. See, I could do it in that guy, or I could chuck it in this guy and it's instant. Kind of crazy. And then we'll give this a shot. So, what I'm going to attempt to do is dirt. I do need more dirt. More dirt. More dirt from this guy. More dirt man. Thank you, more dirt man. Jump down here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place down a dirt. Like here. I'm going to shift right click with my exchange gadget. And then we have some powers. I'm going to hold G. Increase the range. Set it to fuzzy. I want it to go through here. I guess I can just do that. So it says it does it in a 5x5. This is currently a 5x5 that I'm looking at. So what I should be able to do is open this up. Right click here, for example. Get my rotten egg. That's going to push me regardless, isn't it? Turn that off. Walk out here at least. Right click the middle. That is now dreadful. And that should be ridiculous. Redonkulous. Now if I press F7, we do have a light source in here. And I'll be honest, I don't know what it's from. It might be from that guy. But that shouldn't be a problem. As you can see, this will spawn mobs regardless. That is a problem. It's okay for now, anyway. But yeah, so that will just spawn mobs a lot, at a much higher rate. Oh, and look, we're actually getting some cool stuff. These ones have sockets on them. You can see they give extra health, max health. Look at this one. Enables elytra flight. That's pretty cool. Now you might also be able to tell, it causes a problem. The problem being too good. So I'm in single player. When I leave, it turns off. If you're in multiplayer, put void upgrades in because it will fill up and you will need to void extra stuff. Oh my god. All right, you might be able to tell I'm getting nasally. I need to sneeze and stuff. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. I guess it's not going to be the prettiest thumbnail, but there you go. Mob farm. I guess. Something like that. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. And thank you to our donators and our channel members. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzy, Final Phoenix 13, and Space Trooper John. Thank you guys. As always, don't feel pressured to be a channel member or anything. If you're interested in hosting a server, I do have Bisect partnership thingy, so you can use the code. That helps me out quite a bit. It's actually pretty good. Thank you. But again, don't feel pressured to. I do still have a job, and that funds the servers and stuff and whatnot. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.